Hello and welcome to a video where I've been helping a friend put together a quarantine tank system. So this is a quick video just to have a quick look at power consumption of pumps and equipment and sort of give you an idea of what to look for. So we're putting this pond together, we've done a pretty good job, all sort of using bits that you already had and bits and bobs and putting them all together. However, I looked at the pump, so we see the pump here. It's an 8,500 litre pump. It's a little bit too big for what it needed, but one of the most important thing is the 110 watts this pump uses. So let's actually calculate how much power that means. So it's a 110 watt pump, and we need to convert that into a daily sort of rate. So if I times that by 24 hours, and then divide that by 1000 because we need to divide it from watts to kilowatts, so that's 2.64 kilowatts it'll use in a day. And then my current energy tariff is 27 pence per kilowatt, so times 0.27 equals 71 pence a day, and then times that by 365 days in a year, I've got £260 and 17 pence for the year's power consumption of that 110 watt pump. So, as I usually do with these things, I say that's not worth it. So we've had a look at getting another pump. So this is the pump that we chose. It is a 10,000 litre pump made by Superfish, but more importantly, it is controllable. So we don't need the 10,000 litres, we need about 5. So if we look at that, to get 5,000 litres, it only needs to use 17 watts, which is a huge saving on electricity. So let's work. Right, so we've got 17 watts, times that by 24 hours equals 408 watts in a day. Divide that into kilowatts, divided by 1000, so that is 0.4 of a kilowatt a day. Right, so now we need to times that by the 0.27 pence per kilowatt, so that is 11 pence per day, and then we can times that by 365 days. So that is £40 and 20 pence per year, so that is quite a considerable saving. So that saves just short of £220 a year, which will quite comfortably pay for that new pump. It paid for a much more exotic pump, to be fair, because that pump was much cheaper than that. So you've got to really look into these things and make sure that your pump's not costing you more than it needs to, because quite often running an older pump can really use some electricity when it's not needed. And I know the new pump isn't pumping quite as much water compared to what the old pump could, because we've turned it down to a lower setting. But what it used to do, or what it would have done, is just put a valve after it and restricted the pump, which would have been, the pump still continues to use the same amount of power, and it's just saving a lot of money. So it pays for itself within the first year, and after that the pump's completely paid for. It's really quite strange really when you think about it, but worth looking into. So if we actually try and match the pump's outputs as perfectly as we possibly can, I think I'd go for setting 9, which is 8,400 litres an hour, slightly different. So that's still 64 watts. If we consider that, 64 watts would cost us £151 a year in electricity, which would still save us £68.52, so that's pretty good. So I hope this video was interesting. If anything, it could be a good excuse to upgrade your pumps and stuff like that. I've always tried my best to keep this pond and my ponds quite as economical as absolutely possible. However, I probably do have some things that I want to do this year to make things more economical, just more cost effective really, and probably do lots of videos on that throughout the year. But yeah, everything's running fine in the main ponds with the fry tank. The fry are always happy, so they're doing really well. I don't know if they're not fry anymore, but they're doing really well anyway. Still nice and warm. Probably going to start cooling them down. I'm really hoping to get them outside at some point when the weather warms up. So there we go. I hope you enjoyed this quick video. If you liked it, then please like it. If you want to see more videos like this and fishing related videos, then please feel free to subscribe. Any questions or comments, then please put them down below, and I shall see you in the next video. Thank you for watching.